an hour and start building this hammer. Oh, I should have. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Right, and we are live, and my chair's just decided to be annoying. Right. The joys of, yes, I'm ready to stream, and nothing's in the right place. Hello everyone, I'm Iron Phoenix, and welcome to Stoneblock 3. I started streaming again, and the whole idea was I was going to, do a stream every Monday and maybe every Friday as well. And then I got ill again. And I basically lost my voice. My voice was not strong enough to stream even for an hour. It was shaky. So I stopped streaming for a bit, and now I'm back. At a time when my stream schedule is going to be about as reliable as Skoda. Not like modern Skodas, but 90s Skodas, where if you got to the end of the road, you were doing well. Anyway, so there is the rumours in the description of the big hammer. So I should give you the tour. So I started playing Stoneblock because Stoneblock is this great one for when you're not feeling particularly well and you just want a sort of a quick pack ultimately, because it gives you an awful lot of stuff all the time. You keep on getting that little hit of happiness when you do something new, and that's kind of cool. Now, the reason why my base is about roughly 5 chunks from the reactor may give you a little bit of an understanding as to what exactly happened at the weekend. I was going to stream at the weekend to kind of, well, we'll get there. We'll get there. So, yes, this is the new base. It's a bit cluttered. I need to sort all this out, really. So I've got like a little Britannia area in here, and I've got some bits. Ars Novo, which is basically like Ars Magica, but it works. Extended Exchange, which is equivalent exchange, basically, only it's kept up to date. No. Project E is equivalent exchange, but it's kept up to date. Extended Exchange is an expansion upon Project E that just adds some more blocks, which is rather useful for various bits and pieces. And then I've got some bits and pieces up here to fuel all of this, and some armor stands and the like. And then I've got my chickens. This is my main construction area. There's a whole bunch of little bits and pieces that need to go in, but for the most part, the vast majority of my time when I'm building things is in here. So this is the new section. This is the new section that I've built. And we also have a train line, because the world is these sort of big circles. So in the middle we've just got sort of the plains. We've got standard rock. And then around this sort of area, we've got these caves, and they do have ore in. And then we've got another ring, which is nether, and then another ring, which is end, and then another ring, which is more stone. But somewhere in the stone is the boss dungeon. And now I've railed up, because walking is slow, I've railed up to, here. So I've got an end dungeon here, and then I just need to get rails all the way down here. There's no turnaround points. Annoyingly, I need to get some turnaround points sorted out at some point, just so that I can get to a certain point, turn the train around, and go back forwards, because going forward is an awful lot quicker than reversing all the way. So that's where my train is currently. Now, this is the point where it got a little bit hot. Got some mob farms. These are using the cursed earth, which comes from, I think it's actually from mob grinding utilities. I can't remember, it's one of them. So that's where all my EMC comes from, mostly. And then we've got some mechanism stuff, some bits that need to be finished. In here, this is where my rails come from. Wait, why has this... Is this full? Oh, this might be full. No. Something's wrong here. Hold on. No, nothing's wrong. Oh, wait, no. An egg was laid. Chickens. Right. That's good. Right, so that's going now. And then on the other end is just sort of like andesite casings, precision casings, all that sort of precision stuff. Why is that going in through there? I mean, it doesn't hugely matter, but it probably shouldn't be. Anyway, moving on. This is where we get to the old sector now. So this is where the chickens were. All this needs to be redone. It's a factory area through there. This was my main workshop. This is slowly being changed over. There's also like a crafting thing up there as well for the create stuff. And then we have the reactor. Let's just see how we're doing. Okay, we are out of fuel. We are out of... I bet it's uranium. No, actually, maybe not. I need some fluorite. This one. So this mess in the middle, because it's impossible to make this look tidy. I've tried. This was the best I could do. This mess in the middle makes fissile fuel, which in turn makes polonium, which is used for a whole bunch of rather useful stuff. Specifically, the mech armor. Now, it was probably... I think it was Friday evening. I'd set up all this system and it was going well, and you know the reactor wasn't using more fuel. This is 20 fully upgraded pumps here. Everything was going fine until this reactor ran out of power. Now the problem with that is that was running the pumps. The reason why it ran out of power is basically it just ran out of uranium, because I've got this now, but I didn't have this before. It ran out of uranium. This reactor shut down, which shut down the pumps. Pumps stopped providing fuel for the reactor, coolant for the reactor, and the reactor exploded. And this is the point where I have to complain about mechanism. I do not mind my reactor exploding. That's fine. I don't mind it melting down. I don't mind it doing whatever. It was my mistake to make. I should have made sure that had fuel, or at least there was some sort of warning to say that it had run out of fuel. That is fine. What I don't like is the mechanics of how the way that radiation works in mechanism. So, reactor explodes. Fine. The area is now irradiated for 5 blocks in a diminishing thing. So on my mech armor, down in the bottom right, I've got a couple of readouts there. That's fine. That's background radiation. That's fine. This was quite high. Now, if you go into this area, you get irradiated. Again, fine. But there's no way that I know of to get rid of it, apart from dying. Now, if you've irradiated the spawn point, which I'd done, it meant that I would endlessly spawn and then die. In the end, what I had to do was I had to drop myself into peaceful mode, make myself a bed, and then leave the area, put a bed down, knock it back into normal, and make sure that I got my hazmat suit with me, because I'd already built a hazmat suit. And then and then die, and then I could, once I got the hazmat suit on, that was fine. I could walk around this area absolutely fine. But there's two mods that do it an awful lot better, which is Deep Resonance and Nuclear Craft, where you do get irradiated areas much in the same way. Sort of diminishes as the further you go out. That's fine. But it's an effect that builds up over time. In hot areas, obviously the effects are a lot worse, but in cooler areas, the effects are a lot less. Nuclear Craft, it builds up on your body over time, and you can see it, and so you can nip into irradiated areas and then leave again. But it also gives you a way to get rid of the effects. You know, you can use like Radaway or like cook with mushrooms or whatever. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the way that Mechanism does its radiation. This doesn't. Also, fun fact: if you broke, so if I had if this pipe had nuclear waste in it and I broke it, that would also spread radiation all over the place. I've done that before on a server and irradiated my entire base as a result, and that sucked. And you just have to wait for it to go away. There's no way of cleaning it up. Again, Nuclear Craft. I think it's Nuclear Craft. It allows you to put down filters, so it diminishes the amount of radiation in the area. Again, that's an awful lot better than the system Mechanism uses. But anyway, that's my rant about Mechanism out the way. We need to talk about hammers, and I need to make a few things. Namely, I need to make some water. Weird thing to need to make, but I need to make water. And I need to make buckets. And buckets and buckets of water. Right, so just going to fill this up. So I need to make a farm. Actually, did I have a bucket of latex in there? Oh no, it's milk. That's fine. Right. Anyway, I need to make a farm. And the purpose of this farm is to make pink slime. Because of all the swords that are in the game, I think the most powerful sword is the Sword of the Cosmos, which is this. This recipe here from Extreme Crafting. But it actually doesn't do a huge amount of damage. It only does 12 attack damage. So Sword of the Cosmos is basically about equal to my refined obsidian sword, which is an awful lot easier to make. However, the most powerful hammer in the game is a lot better. It doesn't start out, well, actually no, the Infinity Hammer, yeah. So it starts out at 12 attack damage. But if you put this in some sort of charging station, it increases and it gets better and better and better, right up to doing 75 damage per hit. And it also gets beheading, which you can activate. It is a lot to make, but I think this is going to be our best chance of defeating the boss. I don't know what this boss is. I've never done this mod pack before, and I've not watched anyone do this mod pack before. However, I am a big believer that when you are going up against bosses in Minecraft, especially, well, any game really, overkill is what you want to do. You want your overkill. It really is underrated as a thing. So, I think this hammer doing well. I probably won't even if I can get it up to the 27 or the 43. I think going into combat with that, and I've also got the full mech suit, which I'm slowly upgrading. I think, but by the time I've got the mech suit upgraded a bit more, and I've got the hammer, I think then the boss should be reasonably doable. So that's kind of where I'm at this point. So yes, so I think it's exploration. So I've basically got to find the boss dungeon, and then kill the mother silverfish, which gets me the silverfish heart, which unlocks a whole bunch of stuff. Specifically, it unlocks, well, the like the really good longbows, transmutation table, a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, and also the dark matter stuff as well. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. So let's start building bits and pieces. So for this, I am going to need a specific type of egg, which comes from. Wait, no, I don't need that. I've already got the soil because it'll be in a chest. It'll be in one of 3 chests because I got it as a quest reward. Not that one. Not this one, but I will take the mana still. Yep. So it'll be in the last one I look in. Which will be this one. Yes, delightful dirt. Here we go. So, is it delightful dirt? Yes, because it's not dreadful dirt. So it's delightful dirt. So delightful dirt will spawn animals, basically. Which is good, because what I need is an awful lot of animals to do this to. I need the mob slaughter factory, of which I should have the resources to make. So the mob slaughter factory does as is suggested, and slaughter mobs. I now need a place to put this, which I'm thinking the other side of the tracks wouldn't be the worst place in the world. I'm trying to sort of build things sort of a little bit more over this way. This will do. No, I think let's just build it out a little bit more. There we go. And then switch over to my other hammer. Right, this is the point where I have to do things in order now. Because if I drop this delightful dirt, it will just start spawning stuff like crazy. So we need to make sure that we are actually ready to actually accept these mobs. That will do. And then I need some dirt from my storage. Just normal dirt will do. Oh, I need one. Oh dear. I'll do that. That will spread, so I don't need it all. I do, however, need to now stop this from making lots of things. So, drop some red matter in there. Right. Okay. And on we go. So. Right, that is now going to spread. So next up, we need to grab a point. Plug? I think it's a point. Yep, that's the one. And also a couple of tanks. Singularity tank? That will do. Right. The one. Excellent. Right, that is now working. If that doesn't work, I can make some more. Hold on. Right, so it's not the rotten egg, it's the other one. It's the golden egg. There we go. Nutritious chicken feed. Oh, I should be able to do that. I may not have the liquid XP. Well, I've got the liquid XP, but I may not have it on me. Okay, what am I missing? Beetroot. Okay, that's fine. 2, 3, 4. And I've got some beetroot in one of the chests. Because this will spawn a lot of mobs. So it's definitely worth doing it this way. Which one is it? This one. Yeah. Right, and now just get the XP. And then find a chicken. That could be interesting. I mean, I could just hurl all the eggs that I've managed to acquire from them. Oh, it's been a it's been a time. Okay. I'm sure we'll get something. Ah, right. Yes. Now, do I have any seeds? Some. I do have. Actually, I've got a load of wheat. Actually. Just to accelerate this growth a little. Right, that's as grown up as it's going to be. Now I make it explode, grab the golden egg. And let's also grab some torches, because I bet that's going to be a little bit mob happy in there. Don't do this. Just to be on the safe side, I'm just going to add a little bit more space for them to spawn. And then there we go. Okay. Right. Okay, so that is now going to destroy everything that comes right up close to it, which is not entirely what I want. So I'll grab some range add-on. What's the best one I've got? I think it's that one. So that's already now making a whole bunch of pink slime, which is good. Now, we go. And then we're going to push the meat that way. And then I need to actually get this. Okay, well, that's that one actually done. So the next one thing I need to make is the pink slime needs to go into a dissolution chamber. And that's where we'll make the stuff. So we need 2000 and we need this add-on range tier 12. Okay, well, dissolution chamber first. We'll go from there. Starting to wonder, I might have one. Hold on. It's going to nip back to the back to Old Town. And in Old Town is this. What is this? Ah, that's my dissolution chamber. Excellent. Right, I don't need to make one. I've already got one. Good. Let's get rid of all this stuff. So I need some buckets. Yeah, I may as well just leave that there. I've not set up power in Newtown yet. I can use those flux points, but I've used my last sort of spare on this madness, so we'll just do it the long way around. Let's just grab all the buckets. Okay, well, that's now a thing. Unfortunately, I can't just clone pink slime. I'd love to just do EMC, but no, can't do that. So now the range add-on tier 12. Okay, so that's done with a bucket of latex, some emeralds, some redstone dust. I have all of that. So it's a bucket of latex. We need some emeralds. What else was it? So it's 4 emeralds. 2, 3, 4. 2 redstone. 1, 2. And some glass pane. A couple of glass panes. 1, 2. Yeah. So goes in there. That goes in there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now, as for, yes, there is also the infinity nuke. Tempted, but no, not today. I want the infinity hammer. I think that's the one that does the most damage. Infinity drill is also a thing. Oh yeah, the infinity nuke also needs ether, which, yeah, no, don't have. So we need 3 gold gears. I just got my hammer. So 3 of these gold gears. A diamond axe. A diamond sword. And 2 diamond blocks. Boom, boom. 3 of them, 1 of them, and then a couple of pink slime buckets. And this is the hammer. When it's there. Right, 1 infinity hammer. So this is the hammer. It's big. It's also charging wirelessly, which is not ideal because it might drain all of my power. But I have this. So this is already now a common thing. All I need to do is just fill it with power, and that will be fine. I might even have enough to charge this up. Oh yeah, so there's a lot of power in this system because it's just, yeah, there is a lot of power in this system. So that's up to 15 attack damage. I'll then have to work out how to do, so now it's rare, it's 19. Alright, that can just sit there. Biofuel will be the next one. So how to make biofuel? So biofuel comes from the bioreactor. Well, this is doable. This is very doable because if I was to, so it's the bioreactor, right? Okay, so I'll need I need a piece of clay, and I will need some water. Let's see if I need that. Yep. And that's done. So that's the brick, that's that. Bioreactors, yeah. Now, next up, I need one of these. Basically. So the idea being is that I can place all of this on top of a bioreactor and just make biofuel, I guess. Does that need power? Yes, it does, but that's fine. I can just hook it into, I mean, I can hook it into this system if I wanted to. Oh, it's one of those where it, if you put in different stuff, it goes through faster, I think. You get the efficiency goes up if you've got more like different things. So if I was to put sugarcane in there, the efficiency would go up, etc., etc. That's fine. That's fine for now. Okay, so this is now rare, doing 19 attack damage. Is it? What is it? Yeah, it's when it gets to epic, then you know you really do start building up the amount of stuff. But I might actually be able to charge it up using. It's now doing 27 attack damage. Excellent. That's fine. So that's so that's fine. That's doing that. That's basically everything that I had planned for today. I expected it to take a little bit longer to do all these bits and pieces. I need some more uranium, actually. I'll quickly do that, because the reactor needs to get going again. Is it this one? No, it's this one. It's, yeah. Hopefully there'll actually be some games coming out. It's a bit dry at the moment. I've been tempted by Returnal, but the game's been out for 2 years on console, and then they've released it on PC as a full price title, and I'm just kind of thinking, yeah, you know, I'll wait for sale for that, I think. Especially as Deathloop Deathloop I got on a sale, and I thought for 20 quid, Deathloop was a reasonable game, but I wouldn't have wanted to pay 50 for it. Returnal, I think it's another 50. It's a 50 quid game. So it's just like, yeah, I like the look of it, but it's been out for 2 years, and sure, it's got the DLC, but I'll wait for the sale on that. Other than that, it's going to be a pretty dry period. I'm waiting for Pacific Drive. That looks good. That crossed my desk this week. It looks like a sort of it's like a roguelike game, where you are driving a car through what kind of looked like the stalkery type of game, sort of atmosphere, with artifacts and sort of anomalies and a big sort of blast wave thing that destroys everything it touches, that sort of thing. So that looks kind of cool. And the video was really good. I really enjoyed sort of how they put the video together. That definitely does look interesting to me. Other than that, it really does get to a point where you're really trying to think about, do I need to have like water in there or something? No, apparently not. It doesn't seem to be creating. I'm going to try putting some water in there. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Just grab some water. Ah, yeah, it does need water. Right, I'll need to hook it up to one of these supplies. Then I can get some basic mechanical pipes. That'll do the trick. So this just goes up here and goes around here. What else? I assume there's going to be some sort of Bethesda game that's out at some point soon. I think they're meant to be releasing something this year. I think Starfield and the other one is meant to be coming out this year, but we'll have to see what state those are in. There's been some rumours that they're not in a very good state and just need more time in the oven. What worries me about Bethesda games at the moment is that they absolutely insist on using that ancient engine still. Though I'm unsure. Looking at Starfield, it doesn't look like that's built on GameFly. They say it's the same engine that they use for Fallout, but it doesn't look like it. I mean, they might have very well have made the lighting work, but it looks more like Intech to me. It's strange, but we'll see. We'll see what it's built on. My power has run out. We got up to 27 attack damage on the hammer, which is kind of cool. It doesn't have any biofuel. I don't actually know if it needs biofuel. That would be the other thing. Can drain from item. Let's get a tank. How do I refuel this thing? I'm gonna try, like one of these tanks. Biofuel, this side? Yeah, so I can refuel it like that. Excellent. I mean, that tank's going to need to be bigger eventually, but I'll deal with that later. But yeah, okay, so I now have a big hammer that can do a huge amount of damage, 27 damage, which I think we can test this out on a wither. I should have the skulls. Yep, I've got the skulls. Just need some soul sand from the from my pile of soul sand. And we'll test out this hammer. How are you? There you are. Okay, so wither. So the wither fight. This will not, this will not go well for the wither. So the wither. So this tinted glass is wither-proof. So there's no risk. And I have offset the doors just so that the explosion... well, it wasn't for the explosion, it was for the skulls. The skulls can't go through the door and then keep going. Alright, got wither in here now. There we go. That's better. The wither can't really hurt me because I'm wearing mech armor and it's constantly being recharged out here. That's an awful lot of a faster fight, that. And it only drops nether stars, and my armor is just going to now recharge because that's what it does. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's also going to be a bit of a problem. The charging is going to, because the hammer's on me, it's going to charge off the system. I don't really want it to do that because that is a lot of charge for it to use. So back in the in here it goes. Alright, hold on. It's not. Why is it not going in the thing? Right, it's going to be pulling off the system. Can I ask it not to? I mean, depends how much it's going to drain the system. I mean, it's only 3 billion RF. Might be because the system doesn't have any power in it. That could also be the reason why it's not infusing, enriching. Okay. Right. Get some uranium in it. That should. Yeah, that's now got. That's got that in. That's got fissile fuel. That's going again. That's charging up. There we go. It's just because it didn't have any power in the cube. That's fine. So that's now charging the hammer, which is good because this does actually create quite a bit of power, and it's nice to see it actually being used for something instead of just dumping it. Okay, well, that's basically everything that I wanted to do on stream, and the rest of the stuff is going to be an awful lot of digging now at this point, which you don't really need to see. I'm not entirely certain what I'm going to be doing with this room. I've kind of got this sort of step up here. I might put like a control room type thing up here. I don't know yet. Well, I could do some building on stream. I'm not a good builder. I can muddle through and build some areas that look okay, but I'm not exactly much of a builder. I've quickly learned that. Yeah, I'm gonna say farewell for now. Maybe on Friday I might not be around on Friday. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream here. So with that, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.